Howdy, music fans. Since I'm going back to the record stores again, I thought I'd share a little plethora of a recent find that I had of almost all new bands for me, which is kind of exciting to discover new music for me because I've got so much already. It feels like sometimes there's nothing new out there. So I'm sitting by my CD player and thought I'd let you guys hear these bands that I found the other day. When I go to record stores, I use their listening station, or because of the virus, since they're not letting me use it, I bring my own little Discman and headphones and I listen to stuff to see if I want to buy it. So the first band is called Western Centuries, and the album is called Songs for the Deluge, or From the Deluge. And I actually found another one of theirs the other day for $1 in a different store. So since I'd heard this and bought this, I thought I would definitely take a chance on them for $1. I don't even think I listened to it. I just grabbed it. All right, so let's listen to what they got to go say. Most of this is going to be alt country, some rock and roll. Anyway, so yeah, let's hear these guys. I like the accordion, I like the pedal steel, and I like this guy's singing voice too when he comes in.
You better call on the champ. It's time. Think that your man's about to say goodbye.
Actually sounds like a friend of mine in another band.
Like the rays of a setting sun. His father was a cold and a strict man.
Okay.
Raised up every child.
Try another song. Next song. Nice pedal steel. Nice groove with the bass.
Drinking black coffee from a styrofoam cup. He lays a quarter on the box. He says, I like the way he sings and I like to hear him play. I just don't want to hear him talk.
Almost reminds me of the band a little bit. Another band that reminds me of the band are the Dead String Brothers. But anyway, these guys, yeah, I just like their sound. I think they sound really cool. I like stuff that's more upbeat as opposed to slow stuff. Came with this promo page, promo slip, whatever you call this. So that's one that I bought in that little find the other day. The next one are a band that I think people may have heard of. They have the weirdest tray case in the Digipack that I've ever seen in my life. It's hard to get the CD out. Anyway, these guys are called the Spikedrivers, and I think I'd heard the name before, but I didn't really know them or know anything about them until I listened to them the other day. And a nice booklet in here, I'm guessing lyrics. I think I've already looked through all this. Yeah, lyrics and some nice pictures. Let's give them a listen. I think they're more bluegrassy country. Very cool pictures. I like more upbeat stuff too. These guys are up tempo, have a good groove, nice fiddle. Very nice. Nice feel. Let's hear another one. Talented musicians. Good songwriters I also go for, being a songwriter myself. Now if they are slower songs, if they got a good feel to them, and a little bit of a groove, I like them. Like this one. I ended up liking the whole record. I've listened to all of these all the way through. And I think I like every one of them. Almost every song of every CD that I'm going to show you guys today.
These slow times are coming, waiting for the end. Back doors open and valley and death come waltzing in. Hear the cowboys crying, oh the love that don't allow for cheapskates who mistake wanting to replace now.
Very Americana. lot of songs, well, 12 songs on this, a very regular length CD. So that is one I highly recommend, Spikedrivers. Next one is a band called the V-Roys. These guys I did know vaguely a long time ago, and I do remember them. These are more rock, more Uncle Tupelo sounding, roots rock. And since then I've bought a couple more of theirs on eBay. But yeah, they're good. Hard guitars too with these guys. A little more rock and roll sounding. I'm going to forward through this part. Steve Earle did an EP with these guys too. They sound very Steve Earle-ish. Here, a little bit of another one. Yeah, these guys are definitely more roots rock. They do a couple songs that sound kind of country-ish. Good melody. That's a couple from the V-Roys. Yeah, I like these guys. The next ones were called the Red Stick Ramblers, and these guys are more of a Tex-Mex feel a little bit, kind of like the Texas Tornadoes or Doug Somm, something like that. I love Doug Somm. There's the front of the CD, and then there's the back, and definitely a bunch of accordion in here, some two-steps, pretty upbeat stuff, some rockin' kind of stuff. Like that. Some in a different language, probably French. Sounds like French. Being Zydeco or Cajun, French. Yeah, these guys have a real nice feel. Kind of Western swingy. Like I'm the only one who wants someone to think about me all the time. I'm drinking to you. Sometimes so much I think it's gonna kill me. And I'm drinking to you cause I'm thinking about you. And I'm thinking about you all the time. Now almost every one of these you can sample on YouTube or Amazon. That's what I do if they don't have a listening station and I don't have my CD player. And when I'm in the stores, I pull up my phone and I sample stuff on Amazon or YouTube. So you can hear more songs from them. This is just a little taste of songs 1 and 2 for most of them. This band was real interesting. They're called the Doxies. Couldn't find much on them, but they do have another CD out, which I didn't like as much. But they are definitely more of a rock and roll band. This is called Tinderbox Tragedy, and this was more rock, but I dug it. I liked it. I like plenty of rock and roll. Forward through whatever this intro is. I like the guitar, I like the groove, the bass. Especially when it all picks up. The whole band comes in. Like his voice. want to keep listening to it. That's the song that really got me. The first one, pretty rocking. But I like the whole CD. Sounds kind of Bottle Rockets-ish, or Uncle Tupelo-ish again.
You're bound to do some more good, like your mama and your sisters did. You fuck around in the back of trucks, you can write about it in your book.
Very roots rocky and rock and roll sounding. And then there's one that sounds a little more folky or country, maybe a little bit like Cracker.
Darling, forgive me for what I've done.
Twang in his voice, I like that.
I was clouded by the bottle, the first to draw a gun.
Yeah, these guys I was real happy with to find, and I've since looked online to see if any of these bands have other albums. Most of them have like one other album or something like that. But the last one here, before I do some compilations, are the Union Suits. You got the wrong guy, and they're all in a lineup there. And these guys, I just like the singing again, and I think they were kind of more of a roots rocky alt country sound, like most of this. And they have at least one other CD out. This sounds definitely like Uncle Tupelo, something off of Anodyne maybe.
There's a hole in my head.
And then it picks up. Just that intro.
Hole in my head.
You can tell what kind of voices I like on my singers. Raspy, twangy.
Holes in my head.
It sounds like somebody.
There's a hole in my wall.
I can't think of who it is.
There's a hole in my wall. It was a simple little joke, and the whole thing got broke. I watched it fall. There's holes in my wall.
Okay, now hear a little bit of one more.
Your eyes are so cruel.
Yeah, nice groove. Kind of funky rocking. Boy, I want to give all these a second listen now. After giving them a little bit of a spin here, remember how much I liked them the first time. Okay, a few other things I found that day are some compilations. One was called Austin Music Volume 7, and I got this because Carolyn Wonderland's on it, but I already have that song on her album. But Band of Heathens sounded really cool on this. Mother Truckers sounded great. Black and White Tears. I think I liked everything on here. Suzanne Schaffel. Don't have my reading glasses. I should get those. Joe Ely, of course. Everybody loves Joe Ely, right? Hey Bale, Paris 49, and some others. Greyhounds. Anyway, I'll let you take a look at the back of it there. You can freeze it if you want to look at those and see. Finding this online is hard. Tell you that. Anyway, there's the front, and the inside has a little bit of info, and it does come with a booklet. Austin Music Volume 7 makes me want to go check out the other Austin Music volumes. This one is New West Records World Cafe. I think it's on air live, yeah. So Buddy Miller, Steve Earle, Old 97s, Tim Easton, Mark Olson, and Gary Loris. Don't know who they are exactly. Drive-By Truckers, Flatlanders, Jason Isbell, Shaver, Billy Joe Shaver, and Eddie Shaver. Tom Morella, the Majestic Silver Strings, Randall Brambler, Ben Lee, and Delbert McClinton. Love Delbert McClinton. I have a bunch of these songs by these artists, but this is all on air, so they're different versions, live versions of all of these. But yeah, I was happy to find this compilation with a bunch of artists that I really like. And the last one, well, hey, noticing a theme here, Texas Music Scene Live, Volume 1. And this has Mickey and the Motor Cars, Bruce Robeson and Kelly Willis. That's a good pair. Dale Watson's great. Roger Krieger, Wade Bowen, the Band of Heathens again. Shiny Ribs, who are fantastic. Reckless Kelly's great. William Clark Green, Whiskey Myers, Kevin Fowler, Jack Ingram, Cody Canada, The Departed, and The Departed. Will Sexton, Jason Boland, and of course Asleep at the Wheel on every Texas CD out there probably. And there's the songs and the bands again. So yeah, just thought I'd share some recent finds. I'm going to do another video like this right after I finish this one too. I'll probably post them at different times. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave comments, share new bands that you're listening to or that you like and could turn me on to. And hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.